record his computer. Okay, we're recording right now. Okay, so today is Thursday. It is October the 3rd. This is week 6, and we're going to be working tonight on the custom garage project. Now, the custom garage project, when I first started teaching road, was the first project that I ever came up with that really kind of like worked well with a classroom setting. So we're going to work on that tonight. Now, it's going to take 2 weeks. So we're going to do half of it tonight. We'll do half of it next week. We should be able to get through half of it. So it's just too much to do in one night. So we're not going to do that. So tonight's probably going to be a short, a little bit shorter, probably 8 to 8:30, somewhere on there. So I don't think anyone's going to be upset about that. But the thing is, we'll get that. By the way, I know there's a bunch of things that need to be graded. The assignments that we did, I watched what you were doing. You're all fine with those. That won't be a problem. We'll get you all your A's for that. And then the other ones, I'll take a look, which was the warehouse project, and they were all looking good there too. So I don't think you're going to have any problem with any of that stuff. Now, the custom garage. This is going to be the first project that we're going to work on. That's actually going to be a bit more in terms of like actually doing exactly what I have in a project, trying to copy it dead on as far as what it can be. And you can do this because you know how to do it. So we're going to go through it though. We're going to start it. I'm not just going to turn you loose. I'm going to start through it and give you step-by-step instructions how to do this. So that's what we're going to do right now. So the custom garage, let me grab this. It's actually, I've got, yeah, it's right here. So the custom garage, it's this is actually a project that I actually use in this class, and I also use it for clients and so forth. So it's just a good little project to get us understanding how this works, and it's pretty straightforward. A lot of this is going to be a review for you, and here you go. Oh, by the way, I'll need these back because I'd like to just, you know, if you could just not write them, that'd be great. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at this. Now, what this represents right here is a project description, or what is known in the industry as construction documents. Okay. So anytime, and Audrey, your mom deals with these all the time. Okay, I'm not trying to call you, she'll need your phone. Okay, Audrey, you know, no, it's like that. What happens is when you're dealing with any kind of project, you're going to have construction documents. And what happens is they get designed, and then whoever the builder is has to build it according to those specs. And that's what's happening with this right here. So as you take a look at this, you got this custom garage. Now, it's pretty simple. It's a 30-foot by 24-foot structure. It's got a couple garage doors in the front. It's got some doors on the side. And it's got a window on the other side. It's pretty straightforward. And what we're going to cover tonight, we'll probably cover about just the getting the walls, probably the floors by the first, second floor. And yeah, we'll try to get it pretty much built out. Then next week, we'll dress it up with putting it on sheets and so forth. And then we'll do a couple other things. So that's where we're going to go with this. So here's where we're going to go. So I'm going to do this right now. Let me go ahead and I'll admit iPhone. Okay, we'll do that. So we should be good to go now. Okay, now what I'm going to do right now is the first thing I'm going to do is I want to show you the finished version, which, okay, I think I've got it somewhere here. Yeah, I'm quite sure I do. Okay, let me go ahead and find it. And I was just working with it today. And so let me do this right now. Let me go here and let me open the final version, and should be able to see it over here on my my passport over here. So I got this. Okay, and right here. Okay, there we go. All right, now this is actually, yeah, I guess this is fine. And these are probably about the same size, aren't they? Yeah, okay, we'll go with this one. All right. Okay, and so this is opening up right now. And so what we're going to do right now is I'm going to take over your screens just for a moment here, for a few minutes, and we're just going to see how this works. Audrey, would you mind cutting the lights? All right. Okay, thanks. Okay, and I will promise not to put you guys to sleep. So we're going to go here now. So what we have here is starting it. I'm going to go to my 3D view. It looks like this. So here is the structure. Looks like that. Okay, now as we take a look at it, I'm going to pivot it, and it looks like this. And I didn't take over your screens yet, but I'm going to do that right now. So let me do this because I think it'll help you to see it a little bit better. And we'll go here. Continue. Can you guys see that now on your screens? Okay, so we're doing this right now, and I take a list and I pivot it around, and we're looking good. Now, what we're going to do at this point is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start to just kind of like decode what's happening here. So first of all, I'm going to go to level one. I'm going to go to level one. This is my level one right now. And as you take a look at this from a top-down view, over here, this is your 24-foot size wall, and the other one is your 30-foot. I didn't put an overall dimension on it, but it's 30 feet. Now over here on the front, you've actually got your garage doors. That's a garage door right there. If I double click on it, this is your garage door. It looks like that. And if I were to take a look at this a little bit, I could take a look and see what this looks like. And I've got this kind of a look here. Let me take a 3D view on this right here. All right, so I can go here. I can do this. So there's a 3D view. Now, pointing this out right now, what's going on with this? This is what the garage doors look like. And it's like any typical rolling up garage door. So what you've got right now is you've got the door right here, and these are the tracks, okay? So the tracks come up there, and they actually get mounted to the ceiling, that kind of a thing. So that's what's going on with this. So that is what's going on there. And the one thing that we're going to pay attention to as we're working with this one is over here, is that there is a, take a look at this. Okay, so here's what it looks like from a top-down view. Now, let me just point something out here because this is kind of important. Okay, now taking a look at this, you're going to notice that over here, right there, that inside line and this inside line are where the dimensions are going to come from. That's what's going to happen there. And let me get the annotation on here just to make it really clear. So what I'm talking about is, to be very, very clear about this, it's this right here. So zooming into here, this is where we're going to measure to, which is the inside, okay? Okay, just so you're clear about this. Inside, okay, that dimension right there, and then over here to inside, okay? And that is where that dimension is going to come from, those two. Now, what do I mean by that? Because that may sound like that doesn't make a lot of sense. So to close out of here and close out of this and close out of that. Okay, so now when I do that, notice this right here. This is how the measurements go. The measurements go, and they're all going from the outside corner. Okay, that's an important thing to notice. Notice that, and I'm going to thin my lines here. So I click the thin lines, and I can see very, very clear. Now I've got this right here, and if I want to see even more detail, I could do this and make it realistic. And that shows me exactly what I'm looking at. Now, what I'm looking at right now is the measurement coming from this outside wall. It's actually going to the sheathing. And it's going right into here, and it's stopping on the inside track of that garage door. Does that make sense, you guys? Does that make sense? Yes. Does it not, or does it? Does that make sense, Audrey? Not really?
It makes sense.
I'm wondering if I'm going to know that.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm just showing this because the dimension has to mean something. So it's 2 feet from the outside. Yeah. And it's also on your sheets. It's on your sheets. And then right here, this is 2 feet. Now just notice, I'm just showing you this to give you a detailed view. It's going to the inside of these dashed lines, not the outside, the inside. So this will make sense when you look at the plans. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's go ahead, and I want you guys to see I want you guys to see on your plans just so you're making a connection. Because what is drawn and what's on the plans there are going to be what you're going to use. Now, turn to the first page and take a look. Can you guys see the dimensions there for the garage door? Yep. Can you see? It's kind of hard to see, but if you look really closely, you can actually see that the dimension goes from the outside corner of the building to the inside track of the door. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, and that, because if you don't do that, it's going to be 1 foot and 11 and some change, okay? So, but it will be 2 feet if you get it correctly done. So that's the thing, it's positioning at 2 feet. Now, carrying on with that variation on a theme, I'm now going to go over here. And what I'm going to do is, now this is 9 feet. Now, what is 9 feet? 9 feet is, again, the inside track to the inside track. Can you see that on the plans, you guys? Yep. Okay, and then there's 2 feet between right here. And then again, it picks up. You're going to the inside track, and then here. So it's essentially a mirror image. Once you get one in there, they'll be okay. So what I want you to see here is you're going to draw, it's going to look like this. It's on your plans. You just have to use those plans as your guide. Okay, other than that, you have up here, you got a door. You got another door here and they have numbers, okay? We talked about how to tag them before we do that. You've also got a window down here that has a tag. So those are pretty straightforward. And the dimensions here are such that we can actually position them. So we have that going down. This is actually an attic ladder right here. You know, you have an attic ladder, you actually take it and you pull it down and then you walk up, okay? Because this garage would not really accommodate a standard staircase very well, because the second floor is like being cut off by the roof, we actually place that. Now, this one can be placed anywhere you want to. I just put it there. It could be centered. It's really up to you. That's going to be, I'll accept any placement for that. You'll notice I didn't put dimensions on it. So we have that going on. Now, to make it clearer, or just get another different look here, I could go here and choose consistent colors, or I could go here and just make it hidden line. And that might even be the best view right there. So we got that going on. Now on the second floor, what's going on there? The second floor, what you got is this. This is actually a view of this. Now over here, you're going to notice that you got your the walls around here, but then you got this going on. Well, what's going on there? Well, what's going on there is this is actually where the roof cuts it. The roof actually comes in right over here, and then this is actually wall space right here. Now going over here and taking a look at it, wherever this cuts right here, that's what it's showing us right there. Wall and wall there. That's what's going on there. So we take a look at that. Now I'm going to show you just what this looks like if you were to stand there. If I go here and choose this camera, and if I were to stand here and take a look in the opposite direction, that's what it looks like. Does that make sense, you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got that coming up, and that's what's happening right there. So that is how we're able to kind of figure out what that looks like. So that is an idea as far as what's happening. Okay, now that we have an idea as far as what's going on here, what else do we have? Well, then when we're finally done, we are going to be able to see this in elevation views. You have an east elevation. We talked about levels. Here's some levels. So you got an elevation here. You also have a floor with a slab down here. We've got a north elevation, looks like this. You can actually see the pull down staircase there. We got south, looks like this. We have west. And then we have a wall section. The wall section looks like this, and this is actually, let me pull this over a little bit. That's actually, if you were to cut the wall and actually see a section of the wall, which is required whenever you're doing a set of construction plans, it would look like this, where you have this information right here. Then I did have one rendering right here, which is this one right here, and that's good. And then I have these all in sheets. Cover sheet looks like this. We're going to be making actually a set of cover sheets, which you will then be able to take and use and show them to somebody and say, hey, I know Revit. I did this in college. Okay. And then they can call me. I'll say, yeah, they're a great student. And so, yeah, I'm serious about that, because a lot of people say they know how to do Revit, but if you can actually show them something like this, it means something. Okay, so that's where we're going. We're actually going to make a set of construction documents. So now what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you how this works. So first of all, I'm going to go here. I'm going to file, and I'm going to close that. Do you want to save changes to custom garage plan? Yeah, I do. Actually, nah, I don't need to save it for this one. Now let me take a real quick look here, because I thought yeah, the template, I think we should be okay. So let me go to my Brightspace, and let me go ahead and pull down the template just to show you where we're going to go here. And I'm going to show you a few things, then I'm going to go back and forth with this right now so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So over here, not there, it's over here somewhere. Okay, so over here, I'm going to go, here's Brightspace, and that's still being recorded. Now I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to go to the custom garage, which is right here. So here's custom garage. And as I go into this, I now have this. I've actually got, okay, that's a broken topic. Okay, that's not good. So I got this custom garage template. Hopefully that's here. I can always make it if I have to, but let me take a look at it. See if it's there. It's not there. Okay, I'm going to put that in there. Okay, so the template somehow got disassociated, but that's okay. And then I've got this right here. That's probably not there either. Yeah, that's not there either. Okay, so we'll go back and I'll go ahead and load that up. I thought that was there. All right, so we'll go ahead and put that up there right now. So what I'm looking for right now is I've got to put this template on there. And let me do that real quickly. So what I'm going to do is, you guys can watch this. It's like watching, have you ever heard the expression, that, well, forget it. It would be funny, but probably it won't make sense. So I'll forget that. All right, so you go here. Now what I'm going to do is I have this template in several other places. Let me see if I've got it on my my Flask drive here. And if I do, I can pull it out of there. If not, I've got other things I can do. So I've got places I can get it. Okay, now I got this custom garage plan, this. Oh, there it is. There's my template right there. So good. So I do have it right here. So somehow this, yeah, this is what I want right here. This is my template right there. So the master 2021 Autodesk Revit template. That's what I want. So what I'm going to do here is on Brightspace, I'm going to go out to here and I'm going to take this and I'm going to, when I go out here, you guys can watch how this works. I'll go to upload. When I go to upload, I'm going to go out to my Flask drive, which is here. And I'll go to Monroe Community College and I'll go to Cad For Construction. And here is the template right here. So I'll open that up. And that's what you guys will need. And there it is right there. So I'll update that. Now we're good to go. So what I'm going to do now that that's there, you'll go out here. And what you'll do is you'll download this. So I'll go ahead and download this. And it's going to download to here. So when it downloads, it goes over into my downloads folder. And I'm going to start a new project. So I go new. I go to browse. And again, this is what saves me the step of having to save it, you know, as a project, if I save it as a template. And I'm going to go out here and go to the desktop. Then I'm going to go to downloads and I'm going to go to custom garage plan. There it is. So I'll do this and pretty much everything is on here that I need. So I've got this going on right now. And what I'm going to do is, we're going to go over here and we're going to do this. Now, this is what it looks like to get started. This is what we have to get started with. Now, let's take a look. Get your plans out right now. And when you take your plans out right now, notice that I've got on the left side, I've got a dimension. And can you guys see that's 24 feet? And then the other dimension along the top is 30. So this is what we're going to do here. We're going to go over here and we're going to go to wall. Now, it just so happens that I saved the basic wall, garage wall right here. So it's all ready to go. So now at this point, I'm going to turn this on and make it realistic so I can watch it as I draw it because I want to make sure it's going in the right direction. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to click and go up. Now, when I go in this direction here, the wall, the outside wall is to the left, which is what I want. So I'm going to go up this way and I'm going to go up 24. So I type in 24 and then I've got that. And then I'm going to go over this way. I'll type in 30. And I'll go down this way and type in 24 again. And then I go ahead and take this over here and I'll just snap it right to there. Now, once I've done that, it looks like this. Now let's see if it's actually right. I'll go ahead and take a look at it in 3D. When I take a look at it in 3D, it should look like that. You can see this is like a cedar shake siding and it's kind of facing the outside. Can you guys all see that okay? Okay, so that is the first step. Now that should be a no-brainer for you guys. But as you're drawing it, zoom into it and make sure that the wall is going on the right side. I showed you before if it's on the wrong side, you can go here, you can click on a wall and right click and you can change the wall's orientation. So if it wasn't right, you click there. And what that does then is it flips it. So now this is just wood on there and then this is on the inside, okay? Now, this is perfect, so I don't want to mess with it. So that's in good shape right there. So now that that's in good shape, if I want to move the whole thing, I could just use I don't think I showed you move, have I? I don't think I showed you move command. Okay. Well, to use the move to move something, you can just select it like this. And then when you do that, easiest way to move it is just use your arrow keys. I'm just using my arrow keys right now. And I can just move it around just to center it. So I'm just going to do that. Okay. So now I've got that in place. So now that I have that in place, I could do a couple things here. The first thing I could do is I could put in one of the easy doors. So let's take a look on the plan. Take a look on the plan and look at the top left and tell me, look at the, first of all, what is the width of the door itself? Door number 1. What's that?
5 feet.
It's 5 feet. And how far is it from the edge of the building?
12.6.
What's that now?
12.6.
I don't think we're looking at the same one. Take a look at the one at the top left. Take a look at that window. Door, I'm sorry. The door, I'm sorry. The door at the top left. So take a look at the door at the top left. I'm sorry about that. It's called door number 1. Okay, so that's a 5 foot wide door. How far is that from the corner?
4 feet.
4 feet. Let's put that in right now. So what I have right here now, here's something kind of interesting here, because as you look at it, if you go to the very back page, you'll see what is known as a window and door schedule. So let's do that. So we take a look at that. That would be sheet A6. Now, when you go to sheet A6, go ahead and take a look at that, and you're going to see mark number 1 is door double glass 60 inch by 80 inches. Can you see that, you guys? Okay, that means that is the door that goes there. So to place this, what I do is I go over here and I go to my doors, and there it is right there. I teed this up for you guys so it wouldn't be a pain. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to just drop it right here like that. I'm just going to leave it there. Now, please notice, look at your sheet and look at my 4-foot dimension. Is this properly positioned? No. Why not? Exactly. Now, what we had learned before is to change this. If I go over here, I can show you how to do this. So I click on this, I've got this. Now, what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to click on this once, and it goes to the outside. Can you see that's already on the outside there?
Yep.
All right, so I have that. Now, what I can do is, hello, Savannah. I'm going to go here and I'm going to change this to make it 4 feet. It's got 4 feet right there. So that's a 4-foot dimension right now. Now, here's something interesting now. Since I know that dimension is exactly correct, I'm going to go here, and if I click on this, boom, that gives me the actual dimension, and it's black. That means it's no longer a temporary dimension. That's a documenting dimension, which is what you see on the sheet here. Go back to number 1, and you'll have that. I'm sorry? Yeah, I've got one here for you. Hang on a second here, because not all those are up to date. Sure. And we'll go ahead and move forward here. Okay, so now that we got that, what I can do is once I change that to a 4-foot dimension, I can take it and I can just drag it up, just like that. So I do that. Now, the next thing I can do is here are your dimensions. So you guys see this right up here? Can you guys see this dimension right up here? If you hover your cursor right here, it says aligned dimension. You click on there, and I can go from here to here, and I can just go ahead and lock that in right there. So that is how we would begin to start our walls and to place our doors. Now, the other thing I'm going to do while I'm doing this right now, I'm going to put dimensions on the walls. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go from the outside wall here to the outside wall there and pull it over. And that tells me that that's 24 feet. And I'm going to do it also over here just to verify that I've got it. Go here and to there. And that tells me that's 30 feet. You guys with me so far? Mm-hmm. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this as file, save as project, and I'm going to save it to my desktop. And this is going to be custom garage. I'm going to capitalize it because that's what we do around here. Custom garage dash last name, like that. So we got that. All right, so now that we got that, we got to start. Now I'm going to do one more door, and then I'm going to give you your screens back, and we can work on that. So now the next door, take a look at it. Look at the upper right door. I think I said window before, but yeah, upper right door. Now take a look at the upper right door. First of all, what's the width of that upper right door? Number 2.
3 feet.
3 feet. And how far is it offset from the right side?
4 feet.
4 feet. So it's just essentially a mirror image. Now watch this. So I'm going to go here, and I need to go to door. And this door, if I look at my door schedule, I've got the half glass door, and so I'm going to want to find that. So I'm going to go here and change my door to the half glass door, which is right here. So now I'm going to go here, and I'm going to drop this one right in position like that. So I do that. Now again, so anyway, that's fine. Now I'm going to go here. When I click on this right here, this shows me this dimension. Now that dimension's not where I want it to be. So I'll click there, and now it is. And now I can control the whole thing by typing in 4. All right. And then once I've got that, I can click on this dimension. It'll become permanent. And then I have that. So now we're doing well. So we got that. So back that up. Okay. Take this and move it up. Now notice that when I bring it up here, can you see that right here, it actually tries to get it in line with the other one right there. If I put it here, there's no dashed blue line. If I bring it here, it is. So I leave it there. And then I'll make another dimension right here. I'll go from here to here, and I'll drop that in. So now, so far, so good. It's looking great. And I'll put the last dimension in between the two. So I can just go ahead and go from the edge here to the edge here. And then we have it just like that, 14 feet. And that is a perfectly started project. So that's what we're going to do right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a look at that in 3D so you guys can see it. And so far, this is what we built. Pretty cool, huh? So that is how we're going to get started. So I'm going to save this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys back your screens. But I want you to do this. Go out to Brightspace. When you go out to Brightspace, I've got this custom garage plan out here. And what you're going to do is you're going to download it. You're going to start a new project. You're going to look at your sheet A1. You're going to draw a 30-foot by 24-foot your walls. Then you're going to place your doors. Now, one thing, we'll get to the next thing after that. So go ahead and do that. And I will give you back your screens. So here, and stop showing. And do you have your screens back now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, go for that. I'm going to give you about 10 minutes to do that part, and then we're going to move on to the next step.
If you don't have a flash drive, do you want us to send it to ourselves or not necessarily for this one?
Oh, no, this one's getting handed in. So yeah, if you don't have a flash drive, you're just going to mail it to yourself.
Okay.
I definitely would not take chances with the with the S drive here. I'm not hearing questions, okay?
So when you say you got to this part, you say you typed in 24, right? So you clicked in and you typed in 24.
That's, yeah, it's 24 feet, and this is 30 feet.
Should I move this up somewhere now?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I'll move it up.
Is this technically the outside wall, even though it's in the middle?
Okay, what you want to do is thin your lines, and that takes the issue away. Right? Now you can tell very clearly. Yeah. Yeah, thin your lines, you guys. If you're not using thin lines, you want to thin them. Yeah, for sure. That'll help a ton. How about you? How you doing? You don't have the big old fat lines, do you?
Huh?
You don't have the big old fat lines, do you?
Probably, I don't know.
Zoom in here. Oh, you will care.
Why?
You want to thin them down.
Oh, what?
Because look at, no, look at it. It's
It's
like
all right.
razor sharp. Zoom in, zoom in. See that? That's nice and thin. Okay, there you go. And yeah, and help each other as you guys go through here, or hinder each other as the case may be. But you want to help each other if you can, and we'll take it from there. It's already dark right now. Crazy.
This is 4 feet. That's 4 feet. But then it- It's just gonna go back and forth.
Trying to find out what door to use.
Okay, Mike, did you thin your walls down here?
Huh?
Yeah. Yes, you did. Good, good, good. That's an important thing. No, I was on sure your walls.
I think I used one door.
Something,
Tom liked it in shop.
that's 24, so that's 30.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that.
Exactly.
That's,
Just put
Oh,
together.
use the door exterior.
And then-
Yeah.
No, that's the- okay.
and then-
Well, it's the same damn size.
well, if you look at it,
Oh, okay, let's see.
you see how it'll bulge out a little. on the back.
Yeah.
So mesh
Oh, right.
measurements. Like that. There.
Half box.
I did
Or
this
single
one.
floor.
Shake your hand.
Yeah, how about
This
percent?
should be the same.
This, 45 minutes. And that's.
No, I was watching on the Zoom, so I saw most of it.
You were,
Yeah.
okay. But you were driving, weren't you?
And watching it.
Wow. All right, let's, I
Well,
understand. Let's slow this down. All right, let's say the first thing that I'm showing you, you have to take a look at this and make sure that your walls are actually facing the right
And then
direction. And you have, yours are not.
So
yours
it's
are
on
not.
that wall.
So rather than piece this together like you did, what I showed, and this is how
Also,
we want to do it, is I'm gonna go here, and what I want to do is I want to just get rid of this, because it's not really how we want it to work. And we're gonna do this. Now, what I showed, go to the wall.
Mhm.
This is your basic wall, it's your basic garage wall. And to get started, I'm gonna be realistic,
Mhm.
I'm gonna start right around here. And we'll go with that. Now, rather than me trying to dig around that, I just type in the number.
Okay,
That's all you have
I
to
saw
do.
that part, I thought you clicked first, so.
And then you go over
You're
here.
talking 30.
And you type in 30, so all you gotta do is you go out here, and, make sure that's straight,
Well, I was trying to get the.
and that's 24.
So.
And we go down here, and we close it out. with that. Now,
Double glass.
always, when you're working, just to make sure you got this
Yeah.
right, take a look at it 3D. And now, when I take it and turn it around, that's exactly what you want. Then, just to verify that it's what it should be. So I'm gonna click on this right here. And to get the dimensions go from the outside to the outside. I stress that very much when we're getting started here. So you go there and there, and that's exactly it. Now, if you have a dimension here and you like it, this actually makes this temporary dimension permanent. So you click on that, and it puts a black dimension in there. Now, the same thing applies over here. I want this one, so I'll do the same thing over here. And over here. When I do that, I'll do this, and that's now permanente. Now, we get to doors. I'll put a door right here.
Thank you, double, right?
Mhm. And this one goes right here, the double door goes here, and this is all found out because this is door number one. And what you do is you go back here to the, this is your key. Door number one is the door double glass 60 by 80. Door double glass 60 by 80. So then this one goes in and its distance is going to be 4 feet. The edge of it's going to be 4 feet away from the outside corner. So I'm going to place this, just get it started.
Yep, and then change the
And
number right
then,
there.
well, actually, what I have to do is first I'll make this is going to the right place. And now it is. And now I type in 4 and we do that.
Okay,
I turn
that's all
that
that,
into-
and slide that one, wait, till you do everything else, and then slide it up, or you do it instantly?
What's that now?
So you wait until, and then slide it up, right? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, in this particular case, you can probably easier do it that way. And then so you got the 4-foot dimension, and then we go here. So this actually allows you, this looks like a dimension. And so you go
The
here,
outside, to the outside,
exactly,
then, yep,
like that. Okay, so then this door over here, that's
so
door
one
number
side,
2.
yeah, one side, I think it's side glass, I think you said.
And that's that. So go here, and I'm gonna go here and drop that there. Now, same issue goes on this one. So I click on this one, and I showed the class on this too, so I'm not doing anything extra for that. Just so I know what it's like to combine numbers the same. way.
One's right and one's
Okay, I
wrong.
have kids, so it's actually- so if I can go over
Damn
it,
sidewalk.
help to-
Because one
Yeah.
right.
All right, so there we have that. All right, so go there and we'll do that. All right, now that I got that, take this. And I'm going to-
Sign it up.
so now you got that. So
No,
Now-
now I have three.
then we use this,
How is
and
that?
we go from here, from this side to this side. And we do that, do that. And then the final one is here to here. And then you're done. The whole thing is like that, which you think that's perfectly done.
Make
right
sure
there.
it's even.
So you're going to, now you want to save this to your desktop.
Okay.
And, so save that to your
We're not doing
desktop.
this.
We're gonna be doing all this, but that's all we're doing just yet.
All right, thank you.
I just wanted to get you sort of way, I know you missed a lot of stuff.
Cause I mean, even though I'm driving, I'm still paying attention, it's just that last thing, so I didn't miss.
I get it, I understand, no problem.
Thank you.
Okay, sure. How you guys doing here?
We did it.
Think you got it? What's that? Well, look at it and check it out, make
Well, they're
sure.
all even, there's no random one.
And make sure the dimensions are placed correctly, and then we'll take it from there. How we doing there, guys? Making sense? Oh, you're ready for more, okay, looks like you're ready for more, okay. So, how we doing here? Okay, look, you okay? Well, how about here? We'll show the trick here. All right, and it's, let's bring up gentlemen. Get out of here. See here. Yeah, I guess I have to. You forced me to it. Okay. So now here's one thing about these dimensions, is the dimensions, as you do this right here. Now, first of all, that is, what we're gonna do right here is that is, okay, looks like we kind of lost this one here. Okay, so that's actually not right.
The 96 by 84.
Let's see if we can't get this right. Now, so we got these.
I did
pop-
the
pop-
88,
place. You got this one going to the edge,
108.
that's perfect. This is going to the edge here. So now, when it's blue, you can control it. When it's blue, that means you
Oh,
can
yeah.
actually change the geometry. So this acts like a move command, so just make 4. Equals 4. Oh, by the way, always try to remember that.
It's always off.
I know, that's why it just goes off by default, doesn't make any sense to me. So we got that. All right, now, that's actually correct. Now, to verify, go here. See this right here? Go here. I go from the outside to right there. Pull it on up. Here's your 4 foot. And then what I'm gonna do is just to make sure we've all got these things where they should be. I'm just gonna go from the outside, And that's 30 feet. Proving the concept, and here, and okay,
Yeah, I
that
don't know
is.
why it's like that. I changed it like 4 different
Well, I
times.
think
Right.
you were changing the permanent
Yeah, don't like-
dimensions and not the other.
Yes, that'll do it. That'll do it. She's right.
To get
All right, you let me just go. Okay, so we'll go here, and we'll go there, and we'll see actually what this is here. So go there, and, okay, now that's there, so now we'll change it to 24. Boom. Now, we just did that, so now that's better, and there's a bunch of other stuff going on here. There's no too much nonsense going on here. Okay, now, that's okay, because we just, it's measuring the wrong place, that's all. See, that's perfect. And then we go here, and yeah, there's a few different things over here, and I should throw them in there, so,
What's your middle set?
yeah, unless you kind of, okay, unless.
Goes to the inside the door,
Okay,
doesn't it?
there's a few that's going there. Well, this is right, so far so good, so we're gonna go there. Now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna take these dimensions and I'm gonna flip
Oh,
this.
so you don't do that dimension for the door set.
And then I'm just gonna go here and this up, grab this and slide up like that. And do this too, do that. Right, and then we will place this door, so go here. Now, that should be 4 feet from the edge. This outside edge, so we're there, there's 4. And now we put that. And now I think we have, there. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's some thinking around you have to do to get it all to work. Highly technical language. Okay, so we got that, and then and these can all line up nicely. They actually try to find each other. So do that, and then they'll kind of just automatically snap each other. So yeah, there we go. That's it right there. So you had a lot of it in place. Now you want to save it, and you want to save it to your
Yeah,
desktop
how do you get it
with,
to the inside?
custom
Just gotta start the
garage.
door
and
over?
that's it, okay? Beauty.
I
Right.
just tried.
You okay there?
I think, yeah.
Think so? Okay, how you guys doing?
How about garage doors?
Okay, yeah, the garage doors are kind of a pain. Let me show you that now. All right, save your work, everybody. And what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna show you how to do the garage doors because they are a pain. I grant you that, but they're not too bad because I showed you guys how to do it. Once you get it and you know what to look for, it'll be a lot easier. You okay, Michaela? You good?
Yes.
All right, let's do this. I'm gonna take your machines over and I'm gonna show you how to do the next thing. So I'm gonna go here. Okay, so we're gonna do this. So now what did we learn there? We learned right there that we are able to go ahead and to put these into place. By the way, always a good idea to flip it into 3D. And are you guys all seeing my screen on your small screens? Okay, so now I'm gonna go here to level 1. By the way, last semester they said that it was kind of blurry. Is the resolution kind of crappy or is it okay?
Not the best, not the worst.
Okay, so kind of middling? Okay, all right. Good enough for what we're doing here. Okay, good. Okay, now let's take a look at our A1, page A1. Now let's go ahead and let's tackle these garage doors. The garage doors are over to the right. And as you take a look at those right now, as I showed you before, as we take a look at it, that you're going to notice that there is a dimension there. Let me go ahead and open this other one. Open this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at this over here. Okay, let me get out of this for a second here. Okay, and I'll show you what this looks like, and then we can proceed. Because, yeah, so I'm going to go here to the level 1 on this one. And when I go to level 1 here, this is what we got. Now look at this. Look at these garage doors. Now the garage doors, we took a look at what they were looking like before, but it's a clean 2 feet. And again, it's going from the outside to the inside track. So let me show you how this works. These are 9-foot doors. So I go over here and I want to do this. I'm going to go over here and go to door. And I'm going to change my door type to garage door, which is right here. Door, garage, and boss panel, 108 by 84. That's the one you want. So yeah, you want the 108 one. 96 is 8 feet. We want the 108, that's 9 feet. So we'll click there. Now watch this. I'll bring this in here and nothing happens. And you might say, well, Revit's broken. No, it's not. That is the universal not allowed symbol. When you're working with Revit, you always want to be in a place where you understand that as you're putting in a door or a window, it has to have a wall. As soon as you touch a wall, boom, it shows up. Now that I have that, I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to place it temporarily just like that. Now at this point, it went in the wrong direction. So I want to go ahead and I want to flip that by going there. And now it's in the right direction. Okay, you can flip it this way and you can flip it that way. So there it is. You have to click on it though. There it is. Now, okay, now I know that this dimension right here, I have to look at it. Now see this dimension right here? Can you see this?
Yep.
Is that going to the inside?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. So we grab it and we put it on this one right here, right there. So we do that. It's got to be, and I think I missed it. Oh, I got it. So we're good to go. Now this one has to go to the outside. Now that's all you have to do. Now once you have that, you go here and you type in 2 like that. So that's 2 feet. I'll make that permanent. And then we've got this. So now the dimension for the actual door, I go inside track. Again, inside track to inside track. That's how it gets measured. And when I go there, it is 9 feet. Just like that. You'll probably have to zoom in quite a bit. Now that I have that in place, it's lather, rinse, and repeat for the other side. So I'm going to go down here. I'll go to door again, and this is attached. I'm going to bring this in. Now watch that. See that there? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop this. And now I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I click on this one here. I take a look. What's it measuring to? Wrong thing. It's got to go to the inside. I go there. And then this, wrong place. I take this and put it on the outside. And then I make that 2. When I make that 2, that puts it where it's supposed to be. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, with that selected right there, I'm going to make that permanent right there. And I can take that and slide it over here. And it finds that. And I'll finally do this last one. So I'll do this. And I'm going to go inside to inside. So inside here to inside here. And I bring it over and I drop it right there. Now, once I have that, it's looking good. And then I just have to do this last piece right here, which is actually inside here to inside here. And that's 2 feet. So it's really nice and even. So that's how it should look. And I just showed you how you want to do that. So it all comes down to making sure that you're finding the exact surface and you measure to it. You do that, all your problems are solved. And so what I just showed you there is how you want to make that happen. So now at that point, that's how those look. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save that. And we'll go ahead and work. Now, taking a look at it in 3D, it looks like that. That's what it should look like. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, now you at least now you know it can be done. Now you got to do it. So let's do this now. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to give you back your screens, and then I'll give you about 10 minutes to work that out. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to stop showing teacher screen. We'll do that. Okay, you guys got your screens back? Okay, have at it. So you're going to be putting in the doors, the garage doors now.
Professor,
Yeah,
it's not letting me move it for some reason.
what was that?
It's not letting me move it. Like the line.
So, fine.
What's that?
It's not letting me move it. Yeah. So he said this one is
That's
two.
what I thought.
That's permanent convention.
Height that.
So you want to delete that? That's not temporary.
60 wide or?
So they can
You'll
delete
just figure that.
60 wide, but how tall?
What you want to do is click on here, and when you see it deleted, yeah, just click on it. and do it.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's a door. Oh,
Zoom out a little bit. Zoom in, you see it deleted?
Slide on the truck. Oh, so they're 60 by 30.
So it's the second line. So zoom in and make sure it's on the second line.
Hey, that's the first.
Perfect.
I hope the door only 3 foot tall.
Yeah, just like that. No, already get that. Like then you're gonna choose.
It's not one. Oh, it's slide on the truck.
Click on that. Okay, there you go. That's your dimension.
Got the slider door.
That's a slider.
Where's your escape key? You still got it selected?
Yeah.
60 by 36.
Yep.
Oh, we should see it. If you drag it. We'll have to change it to 2. Oh, but you have to actually delete that. No, don't do that. You have to like escape it. You have to actually, to change the size, you have to move the.
Oh boy.
But it was out of it.
It's fine.
So then just drag that through that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Got it.
Oh,
Just like. right there.
attach your stuff.
And then now you can move it to over there. You're good, but you could also, that's measuring. Just drag that.
You tag the stuff yet?
All right, you guys are going ahead, that's fine, as long as you can kind of figure it out, that's good. And then, all right, okay, what I'm gonna do right now is, I think you guys are getting the idea of this and so forth, so I know it's a bit to kind of wrap your head around. How you doing it? And, okay, now stop, make sure that can see that for one, if that's the right for one.
What, it changed down the.
Yeah, just make sure that just hit your escape key. And what we do is, just click on this right here, make sure it's going to the right place, make sure it's going there, on this side.
Yeah.
It is, so that's the inside, and then, must be the other one. Let's go down here. I'll leave that one, let's go down here, let's just deal with one at a time, so over here. Side.
Oh, so you can just drop the tag, and just change it.
Yeah.
Grab this one.
Tag.
Tag.
This is off, though. This is, problem is, this one, you actually line that one up to the wrong one, that's okay, but you can fix it, because we this one. Look at that, and then the inside, the inside one too. This has to go on that. Grab a little. Line that up with the inside track. There you go. Now, now that's wrong, so now what you have to do, this has to go down. So this has to, so let's do some, back up a second, let me show you this. This is, it's, you've almost got it. The thing is, you've got the, so as you have this right here, if you click on this right now, what we want to do is that says 2 feet, but it's actually going in the wrong place. So you have to do this. That's why. So then you make that 2 feet, and it's going to shift. I just use the arrow, and then now that you have that, now your dimensions here just have this something going on there. Connected to the other ones. There. And this one goes there. And I think you're good to go. Yeah, and then this one's just right up here. Yeah, there you go. Good. And you already got saved, right? Saved. Okay, good. All right, we're gonna move on now. And now this next little bit here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do the last window, which shouldn't be too hard. And then we'll work on the next thing, which is going to be the floor. Okay, so I'm going to take over your screen. So save your work right now. You can take your screens over, and then we'll move on to the next thing here. So you guys, can I take your screens over? All right, let's go here. We'll go here, and we'll go to full screen. I'll do this. Okay, so now take a look at your sheet. As you take a look at your sheet, first of all, the window is the window has a hexagon as its tag, and it's number 1. Take a look at the back of your sheet, the back window schedule, and type number 1. Type mark number 1. Can you guys see it says slider with trim 60 by 36?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going in there. So now this one has to be, it's a 5-foot wide window, and it's got to be 12'6" from either side. So this is a little tricky, but we can do it. Did you get that okay, Mike? Did you get that okay? That window on the bottom? Wasn't too bad? Okay, so now watch this. I'm going to bring this in here. As I bring this in here, it tries to get it right there. Now, the big trick is to get these equal, and then once they're equal, I can just kind of like get them to get them centered as best I can here. Like right there, 13.5, that's going to be good right there. That actually should be about perfect. So I'm going to turn this off real quickly. Right now I've got this, and now that I have this, what I want to do is I want to do this. Now I've got these, and I want to go ahead and put that to there, and that says 12'6". And I want to go, oh, I used the wrong window, so I'll replace it real quickly. I need 60 by 36. That's the one I need. Yep. So that's the one I want. So I'll go to here and make that like there. And this actually just has to go to the right location here because this is not finding it. So this has to go right to the to this edge right here. It's got to go right to there. And this can be a bit of a pain to get this one to work. Let me try this again. All right. It's 12'6", right? And then this should also, that one's not letting me do much with that. See if I can't make this one measure to the where I want to go. Yeah, 12'6" and 12'6". So that's good. And then I'll go ahead and measure this one. And I will go, this has to go from here to here. And that comes down just like that. All right, so proving the concept that yes, it can be done. All right, then we're going to go here and go to the end. We do that, and then that gives us that right there. So that is how we put in that. Now, before I leave this, I want to show you how to put in the window and the door tags. Now, the window and the door tags are very important. because they actually allow us to populate the other information that's on the window and door schedules. Now your tags are right here. So I can go up here and you go, I'm going to go over here to the annotate tab. Now we go to the annotate tab, I can go here and use this. This is called tag by category. So watch this. I'll go to tag by category. And when I go here, you'll notice that one of the options that I have over here is whether or not I'm going to have a leader line. I don't want a leader line. So I just go ahead and put that right there. So I'm going to go here. Now watch this. When I put this in here, you'll notice that it's saying number 6, and that's going to be the wrong number, so I have to change it afterwards. But I'll drop one there, and I'll also go over here, and I'll drop one there, and then I'll go and I'll drop one here, and I'll go and I'll drop one there. Now I have to change the numbers. Now take a look here. What is the number for this door up here, upper left? It's 1. That's right. So now I'll go over here. What's the number for this one? That's right. This is number 2. And then I go over here, and these are both. This one's number 3. And this next one is number 4. Right there. And I'll make that 4. Okay, so we got that. Now, these are actually kind of overlapping here, so I'm just going to take them and move them a little bit. So just click on them, and you can drag them out just a hair, which is all you want to do. And we'll do that. At that point, we now have those. Now, the window, we do the same thing. So I go to tag by category, I touch the window, and I want the tag to come down here. Well, I'll just leave it there. And then I'll go ahead and I'll drag this down like that. And that is how we would do that. I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to flip the window like that. So I have that, and that's it. Now, at that point, when I'm done, I go to 3D, and I now have this, and that's how it looks, and that's how it should look. So that is how that goes. Now, that is not too much information there, but I'll stop right there anyway. I'll let you guys digest that, and then we'll move to the next thing. So that is tagging. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes for this, then I'll move on, and I'll do a bigger chunk of teaching next time. All right, go ahead and have at it. So place that window and get your tags in. You already got that?
Yep.
Already said. Okay, good. All right. Just give me about 5 minutes, and I'll kind of like get you guys moving a little bit forward.
That one's not good.
You keep popping. Tell me. You swore. That's what I presumed it was.
There's a spell check on
Yeah, I looked at structural and see.
Huh?
here.
I checked the structural one and I couldn't find it either.
What's that?
How do you see the lines again? Oh, Professor, how do you see the windows again?
I'm sorry?
How do you pick to see the windows again?
You mean the tags?
I'm doing the windows right now.
So that's super fluid right there.
Pressure sweep.
Yeah, left to. So it's got that.
Are you intending to?
No, I don't know how to hit it.
Okay, well, okay, let's.
Okay,
if you
so
hop up for a second.
It shows now. So I think it is opposite.
Well,
Or is it just two?
well, what you want to do here is, first of all, let's make sure it's, okay. So, well, we're not doing anything that's structural right here. All right, so we're going to go to the window, and yeah, and you want to get this, so these two are equal. Okay, just keep on bringing it over, okay, then let it go. Now, at that point, get your scoop.
Project.
Now, this was kind of a real pain.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you just, okay, hit your escape key, because you clicked on the entire wall, you don't want to do that. You just want to click on the window. When you click on the window, go ahead and make that, go ahead and click that, and then click on this. That'll put your dimensions down, then just click off of it. And then, yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, let's just leave that for right now. Okay, we're gonna move on to something else here, and I want to show you guys how to put in the floor and the other things. So I'm gonna spend about the next few minutes here working on showing you something.
My project browser disappeared. Is there a quick way I can pop that
Yeah,
back up?
go to the view tab.
Yep.
And then over on the far right, you'll see user interface.
Yep.
And when you go to user interface, yeah, you got some options there. And you got it?
Got it.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna take your screens back over here, and I'm gonna go here. And what I'm gonna do right now is we have this basically in good condition right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to. Okay, all right, you're all seeing my screen. Good. Okay, so now this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go over here, and what I want to do is, it looks like this so far. And what I want to do is I want to put in the floor. So to put in the floor, this floor right here, if I go ahead and select it, the floor is a generic 12-inch floor. So I'm going to put that in right now. So I'm going to go over here to level 1. And so to do this, we've done floors before. So I'm going to go to floor and go to generic 12-inch. And I'm going to make a rectangle. The easiest way to do it, and you're going to go from the outside to the outside. Let's go from here to here. Okay, so we have that, hit the green check mark. All right, now once you've got that, I'm going to take a look at it in 3D, and now you see that. See that right there? So that is what that should look like. Now, next thing we're going to do is you want to add something else here. I'm going to show you this. The other part is something that you can't really see from there, but you got this right here. See this right here? That is a thickened slab. So that's like kind of what that does is get stabilization around the perimeter of this garage. And it basically is a deeper kind of like just a blade or an edge that goes deeper into the earth to hold it in place. So to do that, you go over here, and that's a thickened slab. So I go over here to level 1, and I'm going to use my 3D view here. And I'm going to use this. Now I'm going to go to structure, and over here it's slab, and I'm going to go to slab edge. See that? So this is on the structure tab, slab edge. Now watch this. This is kind of cool here. I got the thickened slab edge. Now watch this. I'm going to go touch it here, and it adds it. See that? Kind of cool. And then I go here, adds it there. And then if I take a look at it, you can see what it just did there. That's what it should look like. Is that making sense, you guys?
Mm-hmm.
And I do it here, and I do it here. So it does that all the way around. So that's how you make the floor. So that is what that looks like. That's a thickened edge slab. So now that we've got that, what we're going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to save my work. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put on my second floor. Okay, so I've got that. So I did floor on that right there, and I'm going to put on the second floor. So I go to level 2. And when I go to level 2, it looks like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a floor. Now, here is what the floor looks like right here. Notice what is happening here. The floor goes inside wall to inside wall. And it's also the type, if you take a look at the type, it's floor, wood joist, 12-inch, wood finish. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go to floor, and I'm going to choose floor, and I'm going to change this now to wood joist, 12-inch wood finish. And I'm going to use my rectangle command. So go from here and bring it down to there. I hit my green check mark, and it looks like that. Now, if you want it to look a little more realistic, you can go ahead and choose realistic, and it does that, gives you that kind of a look. So then, now that we have this, that's looking really good. That's actually what that should look like. So now, if I take a look at this one in 3D, this one in 3D rather, as you do this, that's what it's going to look like. So I've got like a deck on top there. This making sense so far? Okay, now this gets kind of interesting now, because now that I have that, what I want to do next is I want to put on my roof. And when I put the roof on, I can then put in my windows on that floor. So to put on the roof, we know how this game goes. We're going to go to level 2. And on level 2, I'm going to put on a roof. So I go up here and my roof, just to show what that looks like. I got the roof right here. And this roof is, this is my finished model right here. I've got the wood rafter, 8-inch asphalt shingle, and it's a gable roof, meaning that it only slopes on 2 sides. And we've done some work with roofs, and we only want it sloped on 2 opposite sides, not all 4, because all 4 is a hip roof. So as we're going to do now, we're going to go to roof, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change my roof here to wood rafter asphalt shingle. The overhang is already set to 1'3", and it says define slope. So I'm going to use define slope on this side and on this side, the 2 long sides. Then I'm going to uncheck define slope and do this one and this one. At that point, I'm going to hit the green check mark. And do you want to attach the highlighted walls to the roof? Yes. So you attach them. Now at this point, you take a look at it and it looks like that. All right. That is how that looks. So when you get that all done, when you make the roof and you define it, again, you want to have it gabled on one side and then the other. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to put the windows in. Now, take a look at sheet A2. On sheet A2, you're going to notice that there's a window over on the right. What is the number for that window?
2.
It's 2. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to center it. And so for this one will center quite nicely. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to window. And this number 2, that is actually a number 2 is double hung with trim 36 by 48, which is what I have right here. Double hung with trim 36 by 48. So I'm going to bring it and I'm going to take it and I bring it right here. Now notice that as I put this right here, it automatically, see the distances are the same, 10.5 inches on both sides. It's going to do that automatically. So as long as you get close, you're going to be okay. So I'll click there and there goes my window. I go to my 3D view and bada boom, bada bing, there it is. Okay, that easily. Okay, so that is what we're going to be doing next. Now, at this point, we have actually got this right here. That's substantially what it should be. There's just one last thing I'm going to add, and that is over here. If I go to level 2, over here, I want to add the attic stairs. Now, you see that you got these attic stairs right there. They're going to go there. So I'm going to level 2. And I'm going to put those in. So I'm going to go here and define those. Where are the attic stairs? Let me show you. If I go to component here, here's my attic stairs. They're right there. So I'll click on those. I'm going to bring them over here. I'm going to bring it right there. Now notice where they're showing up. I'm going to go ahead and drop them right around like that. And there they are. And then when I have them in there, I'm going to click on them. And then I want to make sure I click on those. Let's get that. Okay, that's not doing that. Okay, so to rotate them, easier to do it on the first one. So go with the level 1. And I will go ahead and I will click on this. And then I can just go ahead and I can press my space bar. See that space bar lets you go ahead and rotate it. So you just go ahead and rotate it in any direction. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate it in that direction. Then I'll move it over this way a little bit. So when I do that, it automatically, the cut hole actually moves with it. So you can actually do that. And there is a way to actually get this to move, but it's kind of like a pain from the side. So I'm not going to do that. So that is what that looks like. And so then when you're all set, you're going to have that. So now I take a look at it in 3D and look, watch this now. As I go ahead and pivot it around, you now see, hey, there's your, you can see your stairs in there. Kind of cool. So that is what you're going to do next. So you're going to put in your floors and you're going to put in your floor slab. You're going to put the second floor on. You're going to put on the roof and you're going to put in this window, which is right there. And the last thing is you're going to drop in the stairs and you do that on the second floor. So I'm going to save that. And I think that's as far as we're going to take it tonight. So they'll be getting done a little early, I think, maybe even before 8 o'clock. I hope that's not a problem with anybody. I don't think anyone's going to protest, but that'll leave probably a good amount of work for next week. So that's what we'll do there. Because then after that, we have to do a few things like with our getting our sheets put together. So yeah, that'll kind of divide this up pretty nicely. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to save it here, and I'm going to give you back your screens, and I'll let you guys go ahead and take it from here. So that's going to take you a few minutes, and I will do that, and we can take it from there. All right. Is that better or worse? No difference.
That's fine.
Any difference? Yeah.
I like it all.
You like it all?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's see that. There you go. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing, here's the thing. When I first started with AutoCAD, the screens on AutoCAD screens, the background on AutoCAD screens are black. So the first time I saw someone who was working with AutoCAD, I was working at this big hospital in Detroit, and I walked in, this guy, and the room was totally pitch black. I looked at the screen, it's black, it's got this really cool pattern, on the screen right there. And still to this day, they see it's black as the background, so Revit's different. So since it's got a white background, it's a little bit brighter. You got that going on.
Oh, I was able to do the 4.
Yeah.
But like say your 4, like.
Oh.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just go ahead and, okay, now your properties are gone. So you want to go back to your, well, let's end this right here.
No, go back to view.
Yep.
And go back to your user interface and see properties.
Yeah. Somehow got,
Both I got.
If you double click it up there, it'll start messing things up.
Oh, that's part of it. does that?
It's-
Yeah.
it's a pretty sensitive interface.
It's smart though, so I kind of think good of that.
The thing is, it's doing an awful lot for you. And so, yeah, it's just a question of, it's kind of like, it's like, I guess it'd probably be kind of like, flying a plane. It's like, everything is there for a reason. And if you kind of tweak it and it doesn't go where you want it to go, then that's a problem.
What's that? Make this one.
You just got, okay, that's the floor. Okay, so you want to put the slab on that side too.
Yeah.
Slab didn't
It
go in
won't
yet.
add.
Sure, you gotta hit the bottom. The bottom of the,
Oh, like below it?
well, the actual bottom edge.
Like there.
I can't do the windows.
Here, we'll do this so you can see the underside of it.
Yeah, try it again. What do you got there? Yeah, that's good. Now go ahead and go to your slab edge and take the edge. Yeah, you got it. Sometimes it's the edge one. Yeah, what's going on?
I can't get the windows.
Okay, let me sit down here. It'll be easier for me to show you this one. Okay, so, yeah.
But I locked them and then unlocked them.
Yeah, okay, well, okay, it's there, and the thing is, first of all, it's, that's 12 foot 7/3, so that's halfway, so let's make sure.
It is wood,
Right.
And, so that'd be great. Okay, and so now at this point, it's a little problematic. Okay, so then, okay, so just what we got on this.
I tried that, but I don't know.
And then you do the roof.
Oh, so there's no four.
Yeah.
So it's wood joist. Wood joist, just doing the inside.
Or did that just take away?
This is swing or
It's floor,
Well, not in the.
even crazier.
pretty wacky.
Wait, the floor is still. Oh, yeah. Now.
So that's good.
Wood wrap their ass.
Back over one piece.
All right, so that's there, and, okay, and, so now, let's verify that was right. And it does, that's great.
Wait,
Okay, so
no,
now, what you
Oh, I
want to
did it
do
right.
is you want to put in,
Floor.
well, you gotta put in.
Oh, they gotta take
The
some.
rafter.
Winter.
That's gonna change.
Shanghai now.
Outside.
Okay.
Top and bottom.
Take the category, what we're gonna do is. we're
Can I have
gonna
an
put
angle?
and
I did.
we're gonna start here, and we'll put one here.
Yeah.
One
Yeah, you did.
How back on 3D.
here, escape, and there,
Oh, yeah, we're looking
and we'll put one. Let's put one in there. Now, once you've done that, which one change the numbers? So to do that, you click here.
Oh,
That
that
will
was
change that to one. And we use the shape on the others.
3648.
Yeah, please don't run this.
Oh, sorry.
Using these for people who get a pad of paper of your own. That's
Okay.
great. And
Right side,
so we should do that and yeah, there we go. And so those 20s, the numbers are there and go ahead and do that.
Quick question.
Yeah,
So the upstairs window, is that just centered?
it's just center.
Yeah.
It's center. It's all, as long as it goes to center, you're good to go. The numbers will look equal. That one goes in really easily. I didn't put dimensions on it because it's centered so perfectly.
I think that's it.
Then this thing.
Oh, we need our.
No, I think it's in.
No, it's not. When you did the attic stairs, did you just use the 22 by 47?
Just use that one. That's exactly it. That one I kind of had set up just so you guys drop it in.
You go for it too.
Yep. Alright.
I have rough this.
Okay.
Me too. I'm trying to figure out how to rotate this door here.
It's one of the ones at the very bottom. No, not that. But one of the ones you passed, like below that. No? It's the.
Right here.
Yeah. It's the double one with trim.
Place it on rotator.
Yeah.
I'll just use the one that was on there.
Stop. Yes.
Move it around, I always throw it out.
Maybe that's the sort down the front floor.
Yeah. I'll move it from the first floor.
Oh, you said you didn't have to label it. No.
Label up here.
Oh, it's no dimension.
Oh, I can see.
You want to change that one?
Yeah, save it. That's what. So you know what it is. Just extend the affiliate on stem keys. Save it. And file. And new. And project.
Okay, I was gonna say, once you guys have all that complete, just look it over carefully. We are going to work on this again next week. So you have to save this somehow and either on a flash drive or you mail it to yourself, whatever. Just make sure you don't lose it. And next week, we're gonna complete this.
Save it as whatever you want.
It's just custom garage dash our last name, correct?
Yes, custom garage dash your last name. That's right. All in capitals.
Save it at the right spot. Flash drive.
My mom said my mom works for Lockheed Martin, taking planes and helicopters and whatnot. And she said the SR-71, like the Blackbird, they're making a new model of it. She said this thing is insane. She goes like, they used to be able to like touch the edge of the atmosphere. She goes, this one could like go into space and then re-enter. I was like, that's insane.
Is that the stealth?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
You just tell you that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she heads up all the proposals for the government, like the government contracts. Anytime a big one comes in, I'm buying some stock. It's nice.
Wow.
A nice little game working here.
Insider trading.
Of course, man. She moved to Florida. It's funny.
Insider trading.
We're like Nancy Pelosi rich in a couple months, man. You watch.
Yeah.
So.
No.
They.
Should have happened earlier during my school project. Had a stock project. Right in front.
Oh, did you? It's kind of fun.
It's terrible.
The day I turned 18, I opened an E-Trade account. Doing it on there ever since.
Or,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, it was at the time.
What's your day trading?
I tried doing the Forex, the currency. That one's tough. You gotta be 24 hours on just constantly. These things are just always moving.
It didn't even work.
Sure. I don't say that, so it's not how you say.
Is that what you're listening to? 24 karat, is that what you're listening to?
And that was how I was listening to.
I should have heard of it.
And I checked it for what it's worth. Check my one, yeah. Next to 45. When the-
Extra large. Ooh, which one is it?
Is that it?
How about extra large?
Yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight, you guys. That's as far as we're gonna take it. Next week, we're going to continue that, but that's gonna be enough right now, and we will move on from there. So make sure you don't lose it though, because that's a lot of work to try to make up, and you don't want to do that. So you're doing well with this. So save it and make sure you save a copy of it or mail it to yourself, whichever will work for you. Yeah, going okay there, Audrey?
What?
Going okay?
Yeah, I can.
All right, good. Michaela, how's it going with you?
Huh?
All set?
Yeah.
All right, nicely done.
You said you want us to send a professor?
I'm sorry?
Just say that or send it in.
Well, you need to save it, and if you don't have a flash drive, mail it to yourself. And so I will need those, the handouts back. So if you have those, oh, also push your chairs in. Because if you don't, I have to do it here tonight, so if you wouldn't mind that, that's one less thing I have to do.
Probably you, man.
Never me.
Yeah, sure.
Always put my chair in. Yeah, it was a one spoon.
Thank you, sir. All right, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week, and we will complete this.
Have a good
And,
night.
yeah, good night. Hey, you too. You got that sent to yourself or saved?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right, good. Hey, and if it is possible, I know that it can be difficult. It's if you can make it to class on time, that'd be great because I cover a lot of stuff, and it's yeah, and it's just kind of gonna make it a little tougher on you if you can't get here,
Okay.
all right? Now, of course, I understand if you have commitments that, you know, I know you're doing the best you can, but if you could, that'd be great.
I live like 20 minutes away.
What's
So
that?
when I get out of work, I have to make time up. When I work, come to school, I have to make time up. So I
Okay,
have to stay that at work. So by the time I get out of work at 5:30, I have to like rush here and make it on time.
all right,
And then think about 5 o'clock traffic. So
all right. Well, do what you can. And the thing is, and again, it's not the end of the world. It would just be, it'd be helpful, that's all.
okay, because it'd be easy if I could just like sign in like how I did today with Zoom. Because I had it connected to my computer while I was working and I signed out and then came here.
Okay,
So
all right, well, good. Well, then at least you can get something. And, yeah, this is so visual though. That's the only thing. So it's like, but, all right, well, have a good night. Be careful going home, okay?
thank you.
All
You
right.
too.